Shake off your preconceived notions. In 2024, a staggering 80% of Gen Z are actively investing in the financial market. Yes, you heard it right, 80%. It's a figure that might leave many of us reeling, but it's a testament to the financial acumen of a generation often dismissed as financially irresponsible. So, let's shatter that stereotype, shall we? Generation Z, those born between the mid-90s and 2010s, are not just the selfie takers and meme makers they're often painted as. They're also savvy investors, making calculated decisions and taking on the financial market like never before. This shift in the financial behavior of Gen Z is a clear sign that they are not as spendthrift as the world perceives them to be. They're not just throwing their money on avocado toast or the latest designer brands. They're investing, they're planning, and they're making their money work for them. It's clear that Gen Z is not just spending on avocado toast and designer brands. They're making their money work for them. But where exactly is Gen Z putting their money? It's not where you'd expect. Let's dive into the top 3 investment trends among Gen Z in 2024. Green energy, tech startups, and cryptocurrency. These aren't just random choices, they're a reflection of the values and interests of this generation. First up, green energy. Gen Z has grown up with the reality of climate change, and they're determined to do something about it. They're not just recycling or driving electric cars, they're investing in clean energy companies. The goal is twofold: to support a cause they believe in, and to cash in on the growing demand for renewable energy. It's a win-win situation. Next, tech startups. This generation is the first to grow up entirely in the digital age. They've seen firsthand how technology can transform lives and industries. So it's no surprise that they're betting on its future. By investing in tech startups, they're hoping to fund the next big thing. Whether it's a groundbreaking app, a revolutionary gadget, or a disruptive service. And finally, cryptocurrency. Yes, it's volatile. Yes, it's controversial, but it's also something that Gen Z is fascinated by. They're attracted to its potential for high returns, its decentralization, and its potential to disrupt traditional financial systems. Plus, it ties into their digital native status and their desire to be at the forefront of technological innovation. Now, what does all of this say about Gen Z? It shows that they're not just thinking about their own financial future, but also the future of society and the planet. They're investing in sectors that align with their values and interests. They're not afraid to take risks if they believe in the potential rewards, and they're not just following the herd, they're making investment decisions that could potentially shape the world for years to come. It's also important to note that Gen Z's investment trends are not just about making money, they're also about making a difference. By investing in green energy, they're supporting the fight against climate change. By investing in tech startups, they're helping to drive innovation and progress. And by investing in cryptocurrency, they're challenging traditional financial systems and backing a potentially more inclusive and decentralized future. Gen Z's investments are a reflection of their values, their optimism, and their belief in the power of innovation to solve the world's biggest problems. They're not interested in the status quo. They're interested in supporting and shaping the future. So the next time you think about Gen Z, don't just think about them as consumers. Think about them as investors, not just in companies or cryptocurrencies, but in ideas, in change, and in the future. Gen Z isn't just investing their money, they're investing in their future and the future of the planet. Born in the era of the internet, Gen Z's investment habits are undeniably influenced by their digital upbringing. This generation has grown up with smartphones in their hands and a world of information at their fingertips. The internet isn't just a tool for them, it's a fundamental part of their lives. And it's this deep-rooted digital literacy that's shaping their approach to investing. Consider the explosion of online platforms and apps that have democratized investing. Gone are the days when you needed a stockbroker and a hefty sum of money to start investing. Today, Gen Z can kickstart their investment journey with just a few taps on their phone. You've got apps that allow you to buy fractional shares, platforms that make it easy to invest in cryptocurrencies, and robo-advisors that can create a diversified portfolio for you. It's a brave new world of investing, and Gen Z is leading the charge. But it's not just the accessibility, it's also the influence of social media and online personalities that's shaping Gen Z's investment decisions. They're turning to YouTube for investment advice, following financial influencers on Instagram, and scouring Reddit for hot stock tips. They're not just passive consumers of this content, they're active participants, sharing their own insights and experiences with their peers. It's a whole new way of learning about investing, and it's one that Gen Z is embracing with open arms. And then there's the rise of social investing platforms where users can follow and copy the trades of successful investors. These platforms are turning investing into a social activity, a far cry from the solitary pursuit it once was. They're creating a sense of community and camaraderie among young investors, fostering a culture of collaboration and shared success. The digital world has opened up a world of investment opportunities for Gen Z, and they're not afraid to seize them. They're not just investing in the digital age, they're redefining what it means to be an investor in the first place. So, what's next for the most investment-savvy generation yet? That's the million-dollar question that has everyone in the financial world on their toes. As we look to the future, we can anticipate some fascinating developments in the way Gen Z approaches investing. Gen Z has consistently demonstrated their entrepreneurial spirit, and it's likely that this will continue to influence their investment strategies. We can expect to see an increase in the number of Gen Z investors putting their money into startups and small businesses, particularly those that resonate with their values and interests. This generation is all about making an impact, and they're willing to take risks to support the causes they care about. With technology being such an integral part of Gen Z's lives, it's no surprise that they're leading the charge in adopting new financial technologies. Cryptocurrencies, blockchain, and other emerging tech trends are likely to play a significant role in their investment portfolios. They're not afraid to delve into the unknown and explore these new frontiers of finance. It's also likely that we'll see a shift towards more sustainable and socially responsible investing. Gen Z is a generation deeply concerned about the state of the world in the future. They're driven by a desire to make a difference, and that sentiment is likely to be reflected in their investment choices. Companies that prioritize environmental, social, and governance factors will likely find favor among these young investors. Lastly, it's important to note that Gen Z is a generation that values learning and self-improvement. They're not just interested in making money, they want to understand how the financial world works. This thirst for knowledge is likely to drive a continued trend towards financial literacy and education, with more Gen Zers seeking out resources to help them make informed investment decisions. One thing is clear, Gen Z is not just a generation of spenders, they're a generation of investors. And they're here to shake up the financial world. This is just the beginning, and it's going to be fascinating to watch how this generation continues to shape and influence the future of investing